going on, people?
What's good, folks? What's good, my brother? How you doing today?
Already, I'm good. How about you?
Doing good, man. Hey, it's that time. It's that time again, man. What a wonderful wild card weekend in the NFL, depending on who your team is. So
Uh,
I'm excited. Let's get into it, man. Let's waste no time. Um,
yeah,
like I say, man, it was a nice weekend of football. I gotta admit, I was wrong about one of my picks. I was right about I think about two of them. So we're gonna get into it. So, hey man, let's just address the elephant in the room. A guy on here that I be singing his praises, Kyler Murray, man. It didn't look too good, man. It didn't look too good. I will say that I was wrong. Um, you warned me before going into it, like, yo, they don't got D Hop. I don't know how that's gonna turn out. And you were right, bro. So I gotta give you credit on that.
uh,
It was horrible, dog. Kyler was running for his life the whole game. Reminded me of how Patrick Mahomes was in the Super Bowl.
yep.
Couldn't even get a. You would think a quarterback can get a 3-step drop. There wasn't none of that. As soon as he dropped back, he running. So shout out to the Rams. They advanced. OBJ, man, shout out to Odell, man. He looked amazing. His first touchdown catch in the playoffs, dog. Like that's
Yeah.
that was huge. What was your thoughts on not only how OBJ played, but the Rams in total?
The defense spoke for itself, man. Like they're forced to be reckoned with, and I'm very excited that they won. And OBJ, he had like 6 receptions and a touchdown. Shout out to Stafford for actually going to him, unlike Mayfield in Cleveland.
Great point. And I like the I don't know why I like those almost those Moss type of catches where he kind of just lobbed it up to him in the end zone and he kind of just went up over dude and just came down with it. I was like, man, that's just pure talent by OBJ, man, to keep the feet in. Like that's something I want to highlight too, man. Like more with football is the receivers having that mental ability to not only catch the ball but know that they got to get those 2 feet in. Like that's the most challenging thing ever I can imagine. So shout out to the Rams. They advanced. Next up,
Mhm.
this one should be really short. I think we kind of seen this. I can't really remember what was your take last week on this game, but I'm pretty sure we both knew the Chiefs was gonna win. And we talking about
Yeah.
the Chiefs and the Steelers. Just game was over in the first quarter, dog. Like pretty much. So, what was
Yeah.
your thoughts on the Chiefs pretty much blowing the Steelers out, dog?
I was surprised with that touchdown that Pittsburgh got the first earlier, like what the first 3 minutes of the game, and woke them up. And they
Yeah.
said, "Nah, they go out like this, and we at home too." And they blew them out the river, bro.
So maybe I take that back. I say it probably wasn't over in the first quarter, but no later than the second quarter. You kind of knew what that game was gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the Chiefs for advancing. Next up, this game was talked about not only all over America, but all over the world, dog. And we talking about supposedly America's team, the Dallas Cowboys and the 49ers. Shout out to the 49ers, baby. Shout out to the 49ers, dog.
I couldn't be happy. Oh, I team got their ass kicked. And look, man, let me tell you the funniest thing. Now, Cowboy fan got the nerve to call my phone 30 minutes before they play because Tom Brady, Buccaneers beat the shit out of my Eagles, and I ain't even answer his phone. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna leave that alone. I don't want to hear it. I said, 49ers got something for y'all ass, and I was right.
Hey, Stats and Facts family, I gotta tell y'all something about Q Benjamin, man. I called him as well that Sunday, but actually I wasn't calling him because his team lost. I was trying to call him about something else, but he didn't answer my call, so I kind of knew what time it was. I think he's upset right now, so I'm just going I'm going to let him get his time, man. Let him just deal with
Whatever.
accepting of the reality of the off season, bro. It's here. So
I
yeah,
ain't worried.
man. The Cowboys and 49ers, bro. I think that game, the score don't do it justice. I actually think that game was much. it wasn't as close as the score shows. You know, the outcome it was 23-17, but 49ers was just doing whatever they wanted with the Cowboys, honestly. Jimmy Garoppolo, I don't know what it is, but sometimes he kind of just he get in this mode where he damn near just about to throw the game away, dog. So
Yeah, he
they
does.
had to keep running it to hold the league. So that's why I'm like, I don't know, Jimmy. Please don't throw this game away. But they held on, and it was a controversial. It was a controversial game because at the ending, Dak chose to, do the quarterback run. Well, I think they draw that play. They draw that play up for him to run instead of I don't know, throwing it or getting out of bounds. And then, the referee, he's supposed to touch the ball first before you can hike it. And he ended up bumping Dak. And it was just a blunder all the way around. What's your take on that part?
I was happy to hell the Cowboys. So what the hell you expect? Like I don't give a damn. You know they're gonna say, they cheated. Debo Samuels cheated his way and busted that ass. That's all I gotta say.
Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, so L is a L. Then I
Debo is
told you,
special.
Cowboy fans, Super Bowl this our year. I'm like, no, it's not. I'm like, okay, I say this right here, bro. The Cowboys will go to the Super Bowl eventually. I'm gonna tell you why. They gonna break the cycle, and it's gonna be 2025, 30 years without seeing the Super Bowl, and that's where they gonna go to the Super Bowl, 2025. I think that's where they gonna finally make it to the Super Bowl, brother. I'm just gonna say that
Man,
just to make the
I think I'm gonna have
Cowboy fans
kids.
feel good.
I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna have I'm gonna have kids before the Cowboys make it to the Super Bowl.
You gonna have
My kids probably gonna be grown by the time they make it to the Super Bowl.
I ain't gonna dog them like that, bro. You probably have one kid in a mansion in 2000. You never know. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it's a sign. I'm telling you, 30-year of disappointment, they're gonna finally hit the Super Bowl. But you never know. Saints or the Eagles might have a Super Bowl before they get to that one. It's only 2 more years.
I hope so. Honestly though, I feel like they have a good chance of being decent. Obviously, I think we all get rubbed the wrong way by Cowboys fans, not the Cowboys themselves, because
Yeah,
the
it's just
fans are just annoying. Like they some of the most annoying fans in sports, period. Like everybody else is realistic about their team. Like you go into the year, you're like, well, I think we can do this year. And you actually be realistic, but the Cowboys fans, like you said, to your point, they every year is like, yo, we Super Bowl. And you know they gonna say, well, what else are we supposed to think about our team? It's like, bro, be realistic. Like if your team is 9-7 or 7-9, bro, you ain't going to the Super Bowl, dog. Shut up, like. So
yeah.
that's the
Like
only thing.
last time who did that was the Giants, 90.
Yeah, something crazy
You
like that.
know what I'm saying? 97, something like that. That's what matter of fact they beat Tom Brady that year too. As a
Yeah.
matter of fact.
Oh yeah, was that the undefeated year? The New England
Nah,
went undefeated.
we was in high school where they did that.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we shall see, man. I know this one probably gonna pain you, but the Eagles and Buccaneers, that
Mm-hmm.
game that happened as well. What's your
Uh,
thoughts?
Jalen Hurts, man, you want to stay as a starter, bro? You gonna have to work on your hand-eye coordination and
Mm,
better decision making. Like I said, the second half, that's when Devontae Smith get 4 or 5 catches. I'm like, what? What? He was open. He had good cuts in the first half. Like, bro, what are you doing? So
yeah.
then he threw the interception, and like we couldn't even get it to the field. We could at least had like 9 points in the first half, bro. We probably could have been the game. But
Yeah.
Hurst was tripping. Like I said, man, either we make us a trade for a quality quarterback, or he just gonna have to go back to the film and get on that field, work on his targets, man. But
Yeah.
it's all good though.
They young. They super young, man. That's the good thing. They getting the experience early. That's why I think it's good for Kyler too to go ahead and experience that pressure and
Yeah.
experience the whole team counting on you. So they can just bounce back. These guys are young. I feel like with the Eagles, outside looking in, I think you guys just need to just add a couple more pieces defensively and on the offense and get back to the championship contenders. Because that division, I feel like y'all can do good. Well, is Washington in y'all's division as well, right?
In the division, Giants.
I feel like y'all got to be careful with them because they low key got the defense. They just don't have the offense
Dolphins.
already. But they defense is, oh man, if they get that offense together, that division is gonna be a battle between y'all three.
One thing I did say, bro, I did say we was going to the playoffs this year. Like I ain't never said no Super Bowl.
Yeah,
And
you
I
did.
can't stand Tom Brady. So what else I was supposed to say? Hell, y'all supposed to say we was gonna win. But I know one thing. I know the Rams gonna beat them this weekend. So I ain't worried about that.
It's about to be a game. Let's jump into it. We got two more games real quick. Patriots and the Bills. That's pretty short. I think we pretty much. Well, we didn't know where that one was gonna go, but I'm not surprised at the outcome. They just mopped the floor with them as well. Like that wasn't even a game.
It was
Shout out
terrible.
to the Bills for advancing. Then we got LSU's own Joe Burrow looking like a young king out there, man, getting it done. Shout out to Joe Burrow and the Bengals, Jamar Chase, those guys. That was actually a good game, though.
That
Shout out to
was
the
good.
Raiders for getting this far as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that was my sleeper, man. I think they would have beat the Bengals. They probably would have did something. But oh well.
Yeah.
Carr is average, and he got his favorites. He another Tom Brady. He throw to who you want to throw to, but he's just not Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But it's all good, though.
Next up, man, we got divisional round. This weekend. Bengals Titans. That's number one. 49ers Packers. That's gonna be a good one. Rams Buccaneers. That's gonna be interesting. Really, this whole weekend is the big play in the divisional round. Then we got the Bills and the Chiefs. They pretty much becoming like the rival. Seem like they playing each other all the time. So the Bills and the Chiefs, I feel like that's gonna be a key game. Let's go with some predictions real quick before we move on. How you feel about some of these matchups?
Yeah, like I think I'm gonna have to give it to the Bengals over the Titans. That's just me. Gonna be a close game, but I got the and I got Kansas City.
Kansas City, Rams, Buccaneers.
You already know I'm going for the Rams.
Rams.
To hell with Tom Brady. Yep. And I wanna go with it's hard, bro, for 49ers and Packers. I don't want to go against Aaron Rodgers and I like Devontae Adams. But I don't know. Garoppolo, he don't play bad. It's gonna be a close game.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I want to see that Rams and Packers in the NFC Championship. Ramsey against Adams, or guard OBJ or something like that. So I say Packers, Rams, NFC Championship, and Bengals and Chiefs AFC Championship.
Wow, that's some good matchups. I feel like I'm gonna take I think I'm gonna take not the 49. I'm gonna take the Packers because I feel like they got a little bit more than the 49ers can offer right now. I feel like Debo, he's pretty much the best chance that the 49ers got to win. But versus the Packers, I feel like they got some key players over there that can get it done. Obviously, Devontae Adams, but I feel like A-Rod can get some other guys involved. I feel like they got a tight end over there too that I can't remember his name right now. Be making some key plays. So I got the Packers, Bengals, Titans. I would say this. I feel like the Bengals could win depending on how limited they keep Derrick Henry, because it's looking like right now he gonna play. So if he get over 100 yards, I don't know if they gonna win, dog. Because once he get going, it's just like Lord. And then you got those two weapons on the outside, Julio and AJ Brown. So I don't know. Browns, Buccaneers. I can't go for either one of those guys, so I really don't care who wins in that one. I'm really rooting for OBJ, so I guess I'll say the Rams. But Chiefs, Bills, that's tough. I don't even want to make the prediction on that one. I just want to watch that one and see who wins.
Yeah.
That's probably gonna be a lot of points thrown up in that one. So that's pretty much all we got for y'all for the NFL Well, we'll be back next week to update y'all and see who's moving on one step closer to the Super Bowl. But without further ado, my brother, you already know what time it is. I'm gonna throw you the assist.
Yes, sir. Head to the NBA. Like last night, yeah, I think it was last night. Nets and Wizards played, and it looked like the Wizards was inbounding the ball. It was going to a game winner, and all of a sudden, out of bounds, assistant coach Brooklyn Nets touched the ball, and they would review it, and they actually, I agree, they cheated them. It was supposed to be the Wizards' ball, and Brooklyn left DC with a dub. Kyrie was getting buckets on them boys though. I enjoyed them highlights. And your boy Kyrie was fined $25,000 for profanity in Cleveland, towards a fan. Like
Yeah,
he been headlines now, and KD out 4 to 6 weeks. Got a knee injury. So man,
yeah.
how you like Brooklyn so far? Even though Kyrie only playing road games, if they healthy, how far you think they can go?
I think they can go far. Based off of what we seen last year, with them being plagued by injuries, and they made it far. Really just one play, one play is the reason they didn't get to the finals. So, I think obviously seeing that, I think they can get back there if injuries don't hold them back. Katie get back, then it sounded like Kyrie's gonna be able to play full time. That's what they definitely need. I think with him playing only part time right now is gonna kind of hinder him. And especially
Mm-hmm.
with KD being hurt, I think they really about to be like, okay, we need this guy to play full time. Can't just have Harden out there with nobody else. Like you gonna start to fall and lose some games. So, but that was
Yeah,
crazy though with the assistant coach. I'm like, damn, what is he doing? Like, why is he touching the ball?
yeah. And then I think they had used what they call it. You only get one on. Damn, as much as I watch the NBA, I can't even call the thing.
What challenge or timeout
Yeah,
or
there you go. Yeah, challenge. I guess they used the challenge first half. I'm like, you still supposed to review that. Like, what did you talking
yeah.
about? So I think the Wizards got cheated out that game.
It
But
looked
you
like
already know.
the referee was right there looking at him. So I'm like, damn, what was you
Yes,
looking at?
that's what my take on. Like, man, do y'all want to give Brooklyn this game?
Yeah, that was cold, man. That was cold. That was robbery for sure.
Yeah, Robert. You already know what I'm going to next, man. I'm free to show you watched it, Undisputed or any sports show. The LA Lakers. And I watched this game last night, bro. I was so disgusted, and I felt so bad for our boy Russell Westbrook. Now they said off a play, he just let Karis LeVert go straight to the goal and get a layup, set him down the last 4 minutes of the game, and I'm like, Karis LeVert was tearing everybody up, and y'all didn't say nothing about how bad Melo and Austin Reeves defense was. Melo let he drew 2 3-point plays and got a technical foul. Then Austin Reeves, he turned the ball over. Like, like they say, the majority of the white boys can't defend in the NBA. And Karis LeVert taking advantage of the matchup, just balling. Sabonis eating Melo alive. I'm like, dang, y'all move the same speed. Sabonis just younger. I'm like, if Melo ain't scoring, bro, take him out the game. Like, because he lazy and he don't even attempt to put no energy in on defense. Like, you could have had the Dwight Howard out there. Dwight Howard at least gonna make the contest, try to block and get some rebounds. Like, it just make it LeBron look bad. LeBron put all them numbers up for nothing. And this is why I say, man, I miss AD, man. That's 25 points. So hopefully he can come back. And they having disputes on keeping Frank Vogel, which I hope they fire him, by the way. They got like a 6-game road trip. I hope they lose 3 new games just to get him out the way. Cause this is ridiculous. He the big cause of the L's, brother. He don't know how to substitute. DeAndre Jordan and Dwight Howard can't even get 15 minutes a game. You still need bigs out there. LeBron can't do everything, man. And the man ain't young no more. So what's
Yeah.
your take on it?
I think they playing with fire right now when you sit somebody down like Russell. Um, I don't think that's if you make that a continuing thing, I don't think that's just gonna be good for the team because you gonna have people looking around like, all right, what is he doing? And then that's gonna have Russ feeling some kind of way. So now he's not engaged, and he's already not in the best streak right now. So if you sitting him
Mhm.
down, his confidence. I don't think his confidence gonna go down just because I believe his confidence is just different from a lot of players. But I think it's gonna kind of mess with him a little bit mentally if you sitting him
Mhm.
down, keeping him away from the team because you got the media attacking him. So now if you the coach and you sitting him down, it's like, well, damn. Now we letting the media actually affect on court decisions. So I think they got to be careful with that. Everything else, I feel like we just been repeating ourselves about the Lakers, man. Like the drawing is on the wall. Like you know what I mean. Like they not good enough right now. Like that's all it is. And AD not
Mhm.
being there is a big part of that. So hopefully AD can come back. Like you said, 25 points don't sound like it's a lot, but when you look at that scoreboard and you losing by four
Mhm.
or five, it's like damn, we need them 25 points, man. So
And I'm trying to see what piece can they get. Do you want a defensive piece, or you think they need some more scoring?
if they can get a two-way player, that'd be great. Just somebody that can at least score here and there, can play defense as well. They just need
Mm.
somebody that's complementary of the pieces they already have. They don't need to go out and try to. I feel like personally, they don't need to go out and try to find another 20-point score. If somebody can score about 14 or 16 a game, and also provide you a little bit of defense, they ain't gotta be a lockdown defender, but just a little bit, dog. Like I feel like that'll help them a lot. How you feel?
Yeah, I said remember last time I said my boy Marcus Morris from the Clippers. Karis LeVert in Indiana want to get rid of him. He'll be a nice two-way player.
Yeah.
So out of them two players, them the main two. At the end, they said something about if you give them a first round pick, Mo Bama will be damn good down there. So
Mm.
trade Kendrick Nunn, VJ, and future first round pick from Mo Bama. And I think you got yourself something. AD back in his forward position, LeBron back at the three, the White come off the bench. The only thing about it is, okay, you still keep THT, or you gonna let him finally come off the bench and score? Because I feel like y'all they not using him like he ain't the THT from preseason last year, like we dropped there 40, or when he was in the G League averaging 26. So I'm like, you gotta let THT play that Chicago or Iowa State ball.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Iowa State. That's where you went to. University of Iowa was one of the damn schools. And shout out to our native Central alumni, Chief Cameron Lloyd, because they played together that year too. I just can't get the name of the damn school. You know,
Yeah.
THT went 1 year, and I think Cameron went played like 2 years down there.
Yeah, they do that. They gotta let him fly, man. You can see every time he get the ball. If his role was just to strictly focus on getting buckets, I feel like he'll really flourish. It's kind of hard for him to be himself. I feel like he going through with Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, all those young guys was going through when they was playing with the Lakers. It's hard to really get in your groove when everybody want to see LeBron and the rest of these guys score. It's kind of
Mm-hmm.
hurting their game is what I don't know how Malik Monk is doing it. He's pretty much the only one. I know he didn't play so well the other night, but he's pretty much
Mm-hmm.
the only one that's finding a way to fit in with the big guys, man, and still get his shot off, dog.
I'm just looking at like Malik Monk, Avery Bradley, and who else? Maybe Austin Reeves. Like they'll be good for the playoffs, bro. Like regular season, you can't really depend on them like that. Just think about it. Role players are more productive in the playoffs. I like role players where they're productive in the playoffs on to leading to championships.
Yeah,
Regular season, as long as they help LeBron knock on wood, LeBron don't get hurt, AD stay healthy. Long it don't matter what place they in. I think they can be anybody in the series. If they play against Phoenix or Golden State, I still think they can win the first round.
yeah,
You still got to play. Yeah, that's just me. Like LeBron, AD, then Russ. Like you said, I think after the All-Star break, we're gonna see that Russ like he was with the Wizards and Rockets. Like you ain't gonna have no other choice, but he gonna go ham.
yeah.
So I ain't give it up on him.
True that. We're gonna see what it's looking like approaching All-Star weekend and then after. But hey, bro, I know you probably got something else you want to get to, but I gotta say this, man. I'm super excited about it, dog. And I wish I had like some special sound effects or something right now, but Bo, baby. Bo. It sound like the NBA gods heard us or something last podcast, man. Bo. Free the
With the
man, he's free.
He's with the squad, man. He with my squad, Boston. But hell, is they gonna let him play? And then he hurt right now. So
Yeah.
that's my thing. Yeah, man. We've been talking about that offline for the longest. Like he just needs to leave Denver.
Man, that made me so happy because I got the notification a little late. So you had text me like Bo to Boston. And I was like, I thought you was proposing that to me, like what you think about this. But literally like a minute later, it hit my phone, like the trade went through. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy that he would go to Boston out of all places that we be talking about. I was just happy that he was gone. So I'm like, yes, man, you finally been free. What you think about what do you think about that lineup that I was telling you about off wax? By him at the center and Williams at the 4 and pretty much the other 3 guys, letting them do their thing as well.
It depends on the matchup, bro. Because Bo, he too light at 7'2", he's 220. Not like he can go in net. So yeah, it depends on who the matchup is at that 4 or 5 spot, especially like we play against Milwaukee. Rob gonna have to go at Giannis, and he'll just box out on Brook Lopez or whoever at that 5. Bobby Portis, it don't matter because I think he could just box out on that. But Giannis too much weight and too much of a freak train offense, man.
Yeah. Do y'all still have Ennis? Freedom?
Yeah, Freedom. Yeah, we still got him. He's supposed to be trading a lot of pieces, which I hope we can let go of Horford, Freedom, Smart, and Schroeder. But like I said, it's time for a change. If they don't want to get rid of Brown, then they're gonna have to get rid of Marcus Smart. He been there for too long. Then COVID, catching injuries. It's time for him to go too. I'm gonna miss him when they trade him, but hey, we'll be in the 3 conference finals, my brother. Ain't even get over the hump. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
I just hope, like you said, I just hope they let the man play because that could be something special because you got a 7'2" guy like that who can shoot and he can run with the core, JB and Tatum. If the focus shift on them, they can kick it out to Bo. He can rock out from the 3. He can, he's so tall, he can get some shots off where there's some little, teardrops in the paint. Like it's so many ways, but I feel like I was excited, man, when I seen that. So hopefully coach over there, what's his name? The coach. Yeah. Hopefully he makes something happen when Bo get healthy, man. So shout out to Bo. What else you got for us, my brother?
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. Today was pretty light. Today was pretty light. Yeah. So with that being said, man, we'll see y'all next week. Let us know in the comments, man, who y'all got moving forward to the Super Bowl, how y'all feel like the Lakers could get better. And y'all thoughts overall on our conversations we had today. With that said, I'm your boy Juan.
DJG94, aka Q Benjamin.
And we out.